Hello, there I'm Daniel, and today we talk about mindset for English fluency. It's just you and me here, and I want you to do something for me right now. Just stop. Stop trying. Stop straining. Stop thinking of English as a wall you have to climb. What if I told you that the biggest thing standing between you and fluent, confident English isn't your grammar, isn't your vocabulary? It's the conversation you're having in your own head. That voice, the one that says, "Be careful. You'll make a mistake. They won't understand you. You sound stupid." That voice is the lock. And today, we're going to find the key. Not by memorizing more rules, but by changing your mind. Your mindset. This isn't about learning more English. This is about freeing the English that's already inside you, tangled up in fear and overthinking. It's about psychology. It's about philosophy. It's about becoming a different person when you speak. A person who is open, curious, and kind to themselves. So, let's get comfortable. Imagine we're just sitting in a quiet cafe with a warm drink. And we're talking, really talking. First, a story. When I was first learning, well, let's be honest, I'm still learning every day, but when I was deeper in the struggle, I would freeze. My mind would go blank. Someone would ask me a simple question like, "How was your weekend?" And internally, it was like a disaster movie. Alarms blaring. Weekend. Past tense. Irregular verbs. Quick, think of an interesting activity. Was it went or goed? Say something. And by the time this mental panic attack was over, I'd just mutter, "It was fine," and feel terrible. Sound familiar? I was treating English like a high-stakes exam for every single sentence. But speaking isn't an exam. It's a bridge. It's a connection between two people. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is connection. The goal is the light in someone's eyes when they understand you. The laugh you share over a simple, silly joke. The moment you realize you're not just exchanging information, you're exchanging humanity. So, how we build that bridge? We start with the most important person you will ever talk to. Yourself. That's right. Your first real-life dialogue practice isn't with a stranger at a bus stop. It's with you. In the morning, when you wake up. Try this. In English. Say it out loud, in a whisper if you have to. Okay, today is a new day. I'm going to listen. I'm going to try. It's okay to be slow. It's okay to not know. This is not cheesy. This is crucial. You're setting the weather inside your own mind. If the voice inside is a cruel, demanding drill sergeant, you will freeze. If the voice inside is a friendly, encouraging coach, you will grow. This is where philosophy sneaks in. The ancient Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, had this idea. He said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." The quality of your thoughts about English determines the quality of your English life. If you think, "This is impossible, I'm bad at this," your world becomes small and scary. If you think, "This is a journey, every mistake is a lesson," your world expands. You become an explorer. Now, let's practice a real conversation, but we'll do it slowly, in your mind. Let's take a super common scenario. Ordering a coffee. Close your eyes for a second. Picture the cafe. Smell the coffee beans. Hear the soft music. See the barista smiling. They look up. They say, "Hi, what can I get for you?" Now, in the past, the panic might start. "Coffee. I want a coffee. A medium coffee. No, a regular. What's the word for medium?" Stop. Breathe. The dialogue in your head, before you speak, should be calm. It should be in simple, clear English. Think, "I want a medium latte." That's all. Your job is not to impress the barista with poetic language. Your job is to get a latte. So, you take that tiny, clear sentence from your mind and you give it to your mouth. You say it. "Can I have a medium latte, please?" That's it. The transaction is complete. The bridge is built. You connected. You succeeded. Notice what you did. You didn't try to say, "I'd like to procure a moderately sized latte. If it wouldn't be too much trouble, my good fellow." You spoke like a human. A simple human who wants a drink. Let's describe the emotions in this. Before speaking, you might feel nervous. Your heart beats a little faster. That's okay. That's just energy. It's your body saying, "Hey, we're about to do something." You can rename that feeling. Call it excitement. Call it readiness. After you speak, and the barista just nods and says, "Sure, anything else?" you'll feel relief. A little flood of warmth. That's pride. Tiny, quiet pride. I did it. That feeling is more important than any grammar rule. Collect those feelings. They are your fuel. The problem for so many learners is that they jump from hello to debating climate policy. They miss all the beautiful, simple steps in between. They want to run before they can comfortably walk. And then they fall. And they think they've failed. But fluency isn't a skyscraper you build from the top down. It's a garden you grow from the ground up. You plant simple seeds. Hello. Thank you. How are you? A medium latte. You water them with practice. You give them sunlight by listening to how others say these things. And slowly, these little seeds grow into strong plants. They become automatic. And then you plant new, slightly bigger seeds. Actually, can I get that with oat milk? It's a beautiful day today. Little by little, your garden grows. Now, let's talk about mistakes. The great monster under the bed. What is a mistake, really? It's just you trying a new path and finding it a dead end. So you try a different path next time. That's not failure. That's learning. In fact, if you're not making mistakes, you're not exploring the edges of your ability. You are staying in a tiny, safe prison. Think of a baby learning to walk. They wobble. They fall. They sit down with a thump. Do they think, "I am a terrible walker. I will never try again"? No. They're focused on the joy of the movement, the desire to get to that shiny thing over there. The falls are irrelevant. They are part of the process. You must become like that with English. Be a baby with language. Be clumsy. Be curious. Be delighted by the simple act of moving forward. Let's script another inner dialogue. This one is for when you do make a mistake. You say something and you see confusion on the listener's face. The old you might think, "Disaster. I failed. Shut down." The new you, with a new mindset, has a different script. Inside your head, it goes like this: my bridge had a wobbly plank. Let me fix it. Then, out loud, you use the most powerful phrase in the English language for a learner. Let me try that again. Or, "I'm sorry, what I meant was see." You are not a failure. You are a builder, fixing your bridge. That is a huge shift from victim to builder. This is the psychology of it. You are moving from a fixed mindset, where you believe your ability is set in stone and a mistake proves you're bad at English, to a growth mindset. A growth mindset, an idea from the brilliant psychologist Carol Dweck, says your ability is like a muscle. It grows with use. Every struggle, every awkward conversation, every time you have to say, "Let me try again," is like lifting a weight. It's making that muscle stronger. You're not judging yourself. You're training yourself. So, your daily training should include these real-life dialogues, even if they're just in your head. While you're washing dishes, practice. "I need to buy eggs. I need to buy bread. I need to call my friend." Say it. Describe your emotions right now. "I feel a bit tired, but this warm water is nice. I am content." You are building a direct pathway between your inner world and the English language. You are making English the language of your thoughts, not just a foreign code for special occasions. Now, let's go deeper, beyond the simple transactions. The real magic happens when you start to share who you are. Your opinions, your silly dreams, your memories. This is scary because it's more vulnerable. But this is where fluency lives. Let's create a dialogue for this. Imagine a friend asks you, "What do you like to do for fun?" The old, panic mind might scream, "Fun, hobbies, too many words." Say, "Watching movies." It's safe. But the new, growth-minded you takes a breath. The inner dialogue is calm. "Okay, what do I really enjoy? I like walking in the park and watching the dogs play." That's true. The sentence is simple. It is honest. It is you. So you say it. "I really enjoy walking in the park. I love watching the dogs play. They're so happy and free." Do you see what happened? You move from being a language robot, spitting out safe phrases, to being a human being, sharing a genuine, visual, emotional piece of yourself. The other person doesn't just learn your hobby. They see a little glimpse of your soul. They might smile and say, "Oh, I know exactly what you mean. There's a cute corgi in my park, and suddenly, you're in a real conversation. A connection. This is the goal. This is where language stops being a subject and starts being a life. It requires courage, yes. But the courage isn't to speak perfectly. The courage is to be imperfectly yourself in a new language. To allow yourself to be simple, to be slow, to be you. The English language isn't a polished suit you have to wear. It's a comfortable old jacket that you gradually make your own. So, your homework is not a textbook exercise. It's this. Today, have one small, real conversation. With a shopkeeper, with a colleague, or just with yourself in the mirror. Plan your inner dialogue first. Be your own friendly coach. It's okay. Just connect. Speak your simple sentence. And then, after, describe the emotion to yourself in English. I felt nervous, but then I felt proud. Collect that feeling. Remember the philosophy of the journey. Every master was once a beginner who never gave up. Every fluent speaker was once someone who said the wrong, who mixed up tenses, who felt their face get hot with embarrassment. They didn't have a secret talent. They had a secret persistence. They kept building their bridge plank by wobbly plank. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have. It can be your biggest obstacle or your greatest engine. You choose the voice inside it. Make it kind. Make it curious. Make it steadfast. Imagine your English ability as a small, quiet flame inside you. Right now, you might be shielding it from the wind of judgment, your own and others. You're afraid it will blow out. But I'm telling you, that flame is stronger than you think. Stop shielding it. Give it a little air. Feed it with tiny, consistent actions. With simple, brave words spoken out loud. With a forgiving smile when you stumble. Watch it grow. Not into a raging fire that consumes everything, but into a steady, warm, enduring light. A light that allows you to see others more clearly and allows them to see you. A light that makes the path ahead, word by word, conversation by conversation, beautifully, wonderfully clear. This is your path. Walk it with patience. Speak it with courage. And trust that every single word you say, no matter how simple, is a step home to yourself. Okay, bye.